It was just a normal day. I mean, we got up like we always do, had conversation. I talked to him at like 9 o'clock that morning about our daughter. It was just a normal day.
So the call initially came out as a possible seizure with the person breathing shallow. About 30 seconds after we got dispatched that call, we were updated that it was, in fact, a cardiac arrest, that the person was not breathing. I knew we were against the clock, and I knew we only had minutes to get there. I was just hoping that somebody there was going to be doing that CPR to extend that life to buy that time. People think that they can call 911 and we're just going to poof magically appear, and that's not the case. We need bystander support. You're setting the table for this patient's success. Whether or not they're going to live or die is going to depend on you. What I ask people is stop waiting for the help. You need to become the help.
We didn't know what to think at first. He was unresponsive, what was going on. He was having a agonal breathing. He was having a little bit of a seizure, and I went and yelled and got another coworker to go over and call 911, get 911 on the way. He didn't have a pulse. He wasn't breathing normally. So after that, I just started CPR because that's what needed to happen.
When I arrived on the scene, it was pretty chaotic. As you can imagine, people were pretty frightened, pretty traumatized by what they were seeing. Tim was dead. He wasn't close to death. Tim was dead. Tim was dead for 7 minutes. He was clinically dead. It's very unsettling to see somebody die. It's frightening, and it cripples you, and you shut down. One simple step, one small step, do the CPR.
Tim wouldn't be here with us today if it wouldn't have been for Josh doing the CPR, and we got like 85% of the people in the dealership were trained today. And they wanted to be educated because I think a lot of them had the same fears and trepidations that I had when this happened. They wanted to make sure that they knew what to do to help somebody because they saw firsthand how you can save a person's life and what a difference you can make in someone's life.
The first thing we're going to do is call 911 and have someone go get the AED. Now the landmark for your hands is where the nipple line crosses the sternum or the center of the chest. So what you want to do is the heel of one hand, stick on that point, your other hand on top, lock your elbows, and it's your upper body's pushing down on the chest about 2 inches or half the thickness of the chest. You want to continue to do this until help arrives, or until someone can come over and take over for you, or until the AED arrives.
Where you're going to use CPR 9 out of 10 times is with your loved ones, your family, and your coworkers. It's a big relief that we now have an AED and that everyone is trained. I hope we never have to use it again, but there's always the possibility.
You're going to be scared, and that's okay. And you're going to worry about doing it wrong, and that's fine too. But as long as you can acknowledge that and push through and do it, you're not going to hurt that person. They're dead. The only thing you're going to do is help to bring them back.
Call for help now. Remove all clothing from patient's chest. Apply pad to bare skin, exactly as shown in the picture. Press pad firmly. Evaluating heart rhythm. Stand by. Preparing to shock. Everyone clear. Press flashing button.
That was probably one of the most remarkable things I've ever seen. I met Tim and he was dead. He was clinically dead, and he looked it. A couple minutes into my adventure with Tim, there was this living guy. There he was, back, breathing. The three most critical things that have to happen is a phone call to 911, immediate CPR, and early defibrillation. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that Josh is the reason that we're here talking today about Tim. Had Josh not started that CPR immediately, Tim's story would have more than likely ended right there on that garage floor. It was the CPR that kept the oxygen flowing through Tim's body that kept him alive.
You know, it was hard to even think about Tim not making it. He was just gonna make it.
There's a lot of people that saved my life. Words can't describe how thankful and grateful I am. I got heroes now.